Hi everyone. Today I'm going to take you through the process of doing sales to different customers. So we are going to use our customer. Remember, we created a customer into the system. So I'm just going to go to customer direct. Then I click on search. I'll be able to search my customer, which is Ntale. So I'll be able to click on that customer. So once I click on that customer, I'll be able to do a list of transaction to this specific customer, and I'm going to start by creating a quote into the system to issue quote to this specific customer. So for you to do that, you just go to navigate, then you click on quotes. So under quotes, you'll be able to make a new quote into the system. So this is basically the card. It will populate for you all this information. As you can see, we have the customer number, customer name. We also have the external reference number. This one is used for document tracking purposes. Then we also have sell to. We are selling to which customer, the addresses. Remember, we captured all these details at the time of creating this customer, so the system will be able to populate for us. We also have these other details like phone number, mobile phone, email. All this information the system will be able to populate. We also have the requested delivery date, so you'll be able to populate that date. You also have the reference number. If you want to use a certain reference number basically for tracking purposes, you'll be able to attach. Then we go down on the lines. This is where we are supposed now to indicate what are we selling. We are selling we are creating a quote for bike. This customer has requested us to do a quote for the bikes, but now we have different types of bikes, so you can be specific. You can say this customer wants trek bike. Trek bike size says 58, so you'll be able to capture that. Then we also have the quantity. This customer wants like 40 of them. Then we also have the unit price. This one is basically picky direct from the system. Remember, the system is setup based, so at the time of creating this item, this bike, we were able to set the selling price, so the system is picking from that point automatically. So as you can see down here, we have the calculation. As you can see, the subtotal tax exclusive of tax in USD. Remember, this is the base currency which is being used by the system to report transaction to. So once you're finalized with that one, you'll be able to print. You'll be able to print this information, or you can send it via mail. As you can see here, you can also attach as PDF, so you'll be able to do all that using the system. So as you can see, we have the option of show the attachment. So this is the attachment. The system is able to generate for you automatic the PDF, and this is our PDF. As you can see down here, it's able to convert that quote to PDF so that you can send it maybe via email. So the other thing, you can print and send to that specific customer direct, or you just give it to your sales team so that they can deliver to that specific client. We also have the approval details here. As you can see, the status of this document is open, meaning it has not been approved. So for you to approve, if you have the rights, you just go to release, then you click on release. So as you can see, the transaction status has been released. So that's a quote relating to that specific customer. So on lip line, we usually have now something we call a sales order, whereby we are going to capture all the information now again as per our customer request. We have issued that customer with a quote. The customer has responded to us. He has said he can only buy this number of item by this certain amount of money. So you'll be able to go to that specific quote and convert it to an order. So you just click make an order. So the system will be able to generate an order direct from that specific quote. So this is the card for the quote. This is the transaction card for the quote. Let's say we have told our client we are going to deliver those items on a specific date, so you'll be able to document. We also have the promised delivery date, so you'll also be able to document at that point. We also have the external document number. Remember, at the time of purchasing, the customer, they raised a purchase order from their hand, so you'll be able to document that purchase order from their hand at this point. So you can say it was in 001 that way, basically for tracking purposes. Then now after that, we'll be able to go to the lines. Maybe if you have an adjustment with price and all those other factors, we'll be able to adjust. For example, you can say this customer as promised us is going to buy this item at that 900 instead of 4,000 per unit, that is. Then after that, we'll be able now to also to print this document, this sales order, and issue it to the customer direct. You can also send via email. As we have said, we have the functionality of printing. You also attach the PDF, all those, and also we also have the pick instruction. You'll be able to document all those. So I want us now to say to release the document, basically to change the status to released, as you can see, because you cannot post this document if the status is open. So you have to change the status to released. But if you have changed the status to released, you'll find that you'll not be able to edit the transaction. If you want to edit, maybe you have to go back to release, then you click on reopen. The system is going to put the transaction in format of editable way, that is. But in our case, let's now release that transaction. That's a sales order. So that's now the sales order now to that specific customer. So now at the time of doing now the delivery, we usually now document that sales order in form of an invoice. And for you to do that, you have to post. We post it into the system so that we can create a receivable transaction. So for you to do that, you just go to posting, then you click on post. You click on post, so you'll be able to ship, meaning you are now moving these items from your store to the client store. So you just ship and invoice, meaning if I'm shipping and invoicing, it will create a receivable. At the same time, it will move from our store and create an invoice to that specific customer. So you just click OK. So as you can see, now the system is posting all those transactions, and as you can see, it has already posted, and this is the sales invoice document, which is now used to obtain cash from from our customer. And you can also print, as you can see, it is here. These are our details, all the dates, the buying price, the calculation. If we had tax, the system will also be able to calculate for you the tax. So basically, that's all about the conversion of sales order to an invoice. So because now we have created that invoice, we'll be able to go to that specific customer and confirm in that account. Then you can also check on the balances. As you can see, we have already done a sale, and our sales invoice was 117, and we had already done another one. So that's the reason you are seeing we have this total balance. And we can also click on this balance, then you'll be able now to confirm from that point. Yeah. So that's how you are supposed to do sales invoices to our customer. Then now for the for the payment, it's just normal way. You just go to cash management and you'll be able to receive. We call it a cash receipt journal. So you'll be able to do a cash receipt and select the bank. Then now you'll be able to select, I'm receiving a cash from which customer. You can say it's the account tally, which is this one. So you'll be able, once you type, the system is intelligent, it will be able to suggest for you. Then on the description you can say it's part payment. It's part payment for sale of bikes. Then you'll be able to indicate how much have you received. You can say we have received around 1,000 cash. It was we are applying to an invoice. Then we are applying to which invoice, so you'll be able also to set at this point. Then now after that we'll be able now to post our transaction into the system. We post our transaction. We are receiving our cash to this account we call WWB operation account. So now after that we'll be able to post the entry into the system. We'll be able to post. Yes, you can see we have already posted that specific transaction into the system. So if we go to that specific customer in the system, you find that you'll be able to confirm we have done a payment to that specific customer. So you can just go to the list of the customer, then you use control find on your keyboard, you can type the name, then the step is now going to select for you. It will tell you we have this account here, just a matter of highlighting. Then after that you'll be able now to check on the ledger entries, the posted entries relating to that specific customer. As you can see, we have received all this payment from that specific customer. This is our payment, as you can see here. So it's good for you to populate the description for the purpose of tracing. As you can see here, we have populated our description for the payment, so you'll be able to tell, yeah, it was a payment, but now to which account. Yeah. So that's all about the customer transaction, which is basically quotes, orders, converting orders to invoices, from invoices to doing receipting of the cash into the system. Okay, so we will end there. The next session we are going to touch on suppliers management. Then after that we'll be able to create purchase orders or purchase invoices. Then we'll be able to post into the system, and we also do a payment. So that time we'll be doing a payment, not a receiving of cash to the system. So I will end there.